straight around and hook kick them right into your stance again. You know what I mean? Like if this pull, I look at the pull, right? So the same way you'd sit there and go like this, right? And you'd go boom, and you'd side kick them, right? The same way you do that is the same way you would round kick them. So yeah, the reason I'm telling you is because that's chambering. Chambering comes from loading. Because chambering is loading. Loading and deloading is chambering and unchambering, right? Same thing. So when I'm chambering and loaded, that's loading, and then chambering is like, okay, you load the gun, but then you chamber around. The leg coming up like this is you chambering the round. But that round can be anything because every kick comes from the same chamber. Does that make sense? So every kick, whether it's a front kick, a snap kick, a round kick, no matter what kind of kick it is, it all comes from a chamber, from a chambered leg. So when they sit there and they go like this and they come and they chamber, that is pretty much where everything comes from. So if you hip load, from the hip load, I can chamber. Do you see how that's a hip load? Because now I can go like this. I got you. Yeah. Yeah, the reason hip load is important is because, I'll give you an example. If I'm just standing here casually, right? And I just lift one leg and try to block with it. See how I have to like go like this and I'm off balance? Because my hip isn't loaded. So if you just stand here and pass John does. And John does just lift his leg normally in a standing position. He's off balance and not well. Everything is much as not right, right? So what we do is chamber and we load the hip. So instead of being in a standing position, separation, right? Not just that, you then load the hips. Which means what kind of like squat, ride a horse, and you I open my hips up and I set them and I cock them back. Because this is a fighting stance. It's not like this. My hips are open, the hips go this way, and I have a fighting stance. That's called a hip load. The reason I have that hip load like that is because I can go up on one leg, and I'm hip loading on this leg here. Yeah, so when you're hip loading, you can stand on one leg. So when you're hip loading fighting someone, when I'm hip fighting and when I'm fighting someone, just me loading, and then they go to kick me, I'm able to block. Or block to the back, do whatever, because I am in the loaded stance. Because look, if I'm here, I can't do that. So I drop my hips, and then I cock my hips back. That's what loaded means. Loaded, unload. I can come this side and I can load it, but now what I'm doing is I'm loading this side and my stance is different. But I'm catching one angle of a front stance this way. Because me just changing my foot here can change my stance. This is a stance, right? But this is a stance, but it's a different stance. This hand in the back, but now this hand can become the front hand, all on the angle of my body. So I can sit down and go like this. So all I have to do is step to the side here, and I come this way, and I've already changed stances, and I have a different angle on them. Just by the way I load my hips, I'm now in different fighting stances in a different angle to different fighting stance. You see what I mean? That's why the loading is so important, is so that every position you go to is a loaded position. Just on a different, like this one's a different hip, different side. So when I'm looking at something, I can go, But with that same hip load comes my evasions. Someone bum rushes me. of the drills that we're supposed to be doing, you know. We are doing drills like that. And we do them a lot. But the thing is, when someone bum rushes us, where our hips are loaded, we're not just doing like this. Our hips are loaded, and it's a hip, it's the body movement moving our body, not our legs. So we can go like this, right? You're probably laughing. But you can go like this, right? Because I'm above my body. And I'm using my hip load to get me out of danger. So when someone sees me, I'm like, hey, hat! See, hat! But that creates angle. Someone runs above me, I step here, I've loaded for the punch. You see what I mean? So that's why your foot positions will open them up. You don't have to sit there and use your strength to open them up. Your footwork will open them up worse than your hands. They bum rush here, punch, hit, slip out. Like I'm not just going like this and stopping. It's my hip pushing my body. See what I mean? Like it looks like I'm just floating out of the way, but the reality is my hip is going like this. The same way I punch someone and punch them and follow through, the same way I'm pushing myself out of danger. It's all the same thing. The way I block, the way I punch, and the way I evade is all the same force generated. And that's why these foot movements and all this stuff is so important, because the generator of all things combat. You see what I mean? That's why I'm like, it's the most important thing you should be doing. Because people will rush you. People will sit there and be like, and when you sit there and you just like, you sit there and you move in a better way than just like slide to the side. Slide to the side will be dangerous. Right? I kind of told you like, you just slide to the side. And I taught you that a long time ago and you picked it up well. But that's just a precursor. You want to be able to step in sharp so you're in range to hit them back. Right? It's like steps like that or steps like this, like boom. Oh, I thought that was the money, bro. Yeah, that dude was way shorter than us, and he was like, he had more reach than me. He had way more reach than me, bro. That dude was badass. But he said that he was just fucking with the dude. Right? Our basic movement technique. When someone comes in, it's not to move back like this and out of the way, because I can't hit you back. I go like this. There's a shift step here, and you can hit around your guard. But not just that, you can also get to the side of them and keep your body. You get to the side and keep your leg. You can do whatever, but the main thing is you're off the mark. They're gonna go here, and they're gonna and bum rush. When they do that, you're going bang, bow, and kick them in the head. So your step is here, boom, right? And do whatever else you want in combination. I was about to do a side jump, a spinning side kick, but once you start learning all this, everything cool comes from that. Like this, watch. I pretend to do the kick, but instead it's just and you spin around. I didn't want to do it too crazy, but this is like a crazy kick. This one right here. Yeah, we don't need that close to the. Here we go. So here, you spin around and you go. But it's really easy to do. Man, I thought that was nice. You go, this is goes, Now it's like, that's what I'm holding. Woo! Yeah, it's funny like that. So you can do this by rolling. Like I go like this and I go like roll. Like I go like this and I dip out a lot, right? And I use that dip out to pull people. People rush me, I just I'll kind of go like this, boom, 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 right? I move it to that side a lot, so I'll paint to that side, but it's just the kick instead. That's a beautiful kick too. That's called the spring. Oh man, I thought that was good. That was looking graceful. Oh, I used to be able to get real low. I mean, I used to be able to get real low. It's the bang like that. Bang! Isn't that a cool shot? If you, I'll stand and you lean down and bring your torso to the left. Then right upon it, close to the arm enough. When I get upon it, I almost move through it. Through it, and then I quit. I'm going to take my sit. Something like that, where you hit it multiple times. Right? I was doing something funny the other day. I was doing like this, spinning back kick into the down, bounce to the top. Really tough. Hard to do that. But you can also fake every one of those. So, oh, wait. I got the perfect one. Oh, that's I want you to do the basketball pro stuff. Holy shit, bro. Did you see that tremor? Sometimes that just hurts so much to do. stuff. Like I can still feel all this stuff as I go. It just hurts. It hurts. It feels like everything's gonna break on me when I do it. That was good cardio though. Good. Go for the basketball, house tennis.